Good morning, it's Paul from Wolf Software Systems. So this funny screen full of black writing is basically I've rented a tiny VPS. It's like one core, a gig of RAM, 30 gig of storage. Now, obviously, I'm not going to install the full Wolfstack on this, but what we're going to do is just to install it for monitoring. So because I was on the Discord with RCFA earlier on, and he was talking about installing it for monitoring. Now you can install it in a monitoring mode where it doesn't install all the heavy stuff like Docker and things like that, because you just want to monitor this server. So obviously just doing the updates, because the first thing you do with a new VPS or server is make sure all the updates are up to date. Now, one of the things about Wolfstack is that you don't need to run Wolfstack on a monster, and it's easy to install on an existing server because it doesn't need to have an ISO. You know how some of them you have to install it from an ISO, so you can only install it on a fresh server, whereas Wolfstack can be thrown on anything really. It's designed to be. Now I should really reboot because we've got a kernel update, but I'm gonna just not do that because I'm in the middle of this video. So I'm just gonna go and go to wolfstack.org. I've just grabbed the setup. I'm going to run it here. One thing. Sudo. Yes. I'm probably going to have to install curl as well. So what's happened there is install curl. Let's do that as well because that's probably missing. No, that's already there. Okay. So it didn't have sudo, but it had curl in it. Okay. So install KVM. I'm going to say no because I don't need it on this machine. Install Docker. No. Install LXC. No, because this is just simple. Now what it's doing now is installing Rust, and then it'll compile it, and it's a little bit slow because obviously it's just a one core. It's got no RAM. It's got no RAM, hardly any disk space. But the beauty of it is if you're running something on a tiny VPS, you can still install Wolfstack and it'll work. So I'm just doing that now, and then what we'll do is we'll add it to. I'll show you how we add it to a console. Add it to a Wolfstack cluster. This does take a little bit of time, especially on a tiny machine like this. There we go. So it's installed dependencies that it needs. And now it's just, it's updating the kernel again. I know I should have rebooted it. That's okay. For those of you who stumbled across this video because you left YouTube on autoplay or LinkedIn or whatever, Wolfstack is a system for managing servers, and it looks kind of like this. I'll just put this over here while we're waiting for that. And we've actually got 17 servers. I need to do an update on this one. I think this one probably needs an update as well. Morning. So yeah, this one needs an update as well. But so basically, if we go back to here, as you can see, it says update available. So I can quickly update this. But it's basically a dashboard. So what this will do is I'll add this to one of these clusters. I think probably Wolfstack Proxmox, even though it's not a Proxmox node, but that's not really a problem. So I'll just put this over here out of the way. I'm just waiting for it to install all its stuff. We do have a Discord, and please do join our Discord. We have some really cool, fun discussions, and we've got Reddit as well. There it goes. Now, one thing we do when we install Wolfstack is we don't just give a pre-compiled binary, so it'll build on whatever platform you want it on. So you could run it on anything, really. We've got to get some Raspberry Pis, actually. We'll build a little Raspberry Pi cluster with Wolfstack, because Wolfstack clusters don't need... so you can install Wolfstack on top of Proxmox, and the Proxmox won't even know it's there. And then you get all the best benefits of things like the App Store. So, for instance, you can install directly onto LXC containers. You can... so this is actually part of a Proxmox cluster. And you can see we've got some... So it's actually talking to Proxmox while I'm doing this. So yeah, I've got all my containers, and I can open a terminal into them. I can open a terminal into the server directly. I've got a MariaDB, MySQL thing, so I can look at that. I can manage my networking, and it installs something called WolfNet as well. And WolfNet is its own Mesh 6 network, and that allows you to, and it's independent of anything on Proxmox. And if you're not running Proxmox and just have a Wolfstack cluster, it's the kind of core networking, because so Wolfstack will act as a cluster on its own. And if you've only got one machine, you can still install Wolfstack and get all this juicy functionality of managing your Proxmox, managing your having LXC containers on your machine, doing all your Docker containers. It'll manage Docker for you. It'll manage, and then you can set up VMs on here. It's really sweet, really, really sweet. Okay, let's go back to our thing. It's still installing. I should pause the video and come back later. No, it's fine. It's fine. We can keep going with this recording. Just pop this over here out of the way. So I don't know what other things. Wolfstack is growing as well. We're adding new functionality to it all the time. We're going to be doing ZFS support. We're going to be doing all kinds of storage support as well. So that basically it's kind of a one-stop shop for all your servers. And the beauty of it is, if you like, one of the reasons behind Wolfstack was because we have lots of Proxmox clusters, or three, which it might not sound like a lot, but it's a bit of a pain to keep flipping between them. And Wolfstack allows us to get around it. Okay, a label and auto discovery. No, we don't need that. Okay, we don't. You only enable that if you're installing it on a full, on a local network, where it will auto discover it. So now it's just doing its final build of everything. What else can I show you? I'm just going to show you how easy updating is while we're waiting. So this one needs updating. Hit OK. Opens a terminal on the server and does the update like this. And what you'll see is this will go blank because it needs to restart when it's done, while we're waiting for our little chap to do its stuff. This might be a bit confusing now because I'm doing one thing over, but I am just installing Wolfstack. Wolfstack is a one-line install. So you go to wolfstack.org, copy, paste it into the terminal of your machine, and off it will go. So I've done. Okay, close the window. Now what will happen is you'll see that if I refresh it, it's not there. That's because the service is installed as a system service, obviously. So service is just restarting. I'll just spam the reload button. And then once it comes back, there you go. And then I'll log in again, and it's there. Okay, just give it a second to find all the other servers, because obviously they're all remote from it. And like this little server map shows you everything. There you go. It's found them all, and then they're all happy again. So yeah. And it's got AI built in, but you don't have to use that. So if you don't configure AI, it won't work. And then the AI will do things like, if it sees a problem on a server, it will send me an email. So once an hour, it checks all the servers and the nodes. I'm going to add something to it though, because it never sends me anything because all our servers are okay. I am going to add something that every 12 hours it sends, or 24 hours it sends an email, just giving a network status, just saying, yeah, everything's cool, you're all good. Okay, so going back to our little chap, he's still building. Okay, I'm going to just see if I can pause this and come back. Not yet. Okay. Okay, so it's taking a while because it is a tiny, tiny laptop, tiny PC. Wait, it's doing something. It's still compiling, isn't it? I mean, I suppose you could compile it off site and then install it on it, but to be honest, it's just a matter of waiting around, really. So, okay, I'm just going to pause this and I'll be back in a second. Because it's taking so bloody long. Morning.
Morning.
Toilet, then coffee, I think. Ooh. Oh, dear. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's still fucking going. Took an age to compile. Ridiculous. Oh, God, I just pray. God, I just got to get this thing working. Some of these things are going down. 52 gig. For fuck's sake. Please. I'll wait for it, but it's the back of it. So many things. Mhm. Oh, no. Mm, mm, mm. Aha, there it is. Start recording again. How do I start recording again? All I have to do is find the screen. There we go. Okay, just continuing with this this installation. So I've basically I've installed it. I've done Wolfstack show token. Now I'm going to just add it quickly to one of the clusters in Wolfstack. So let's go to here, this one here. So what we'll do is we'll just pop it on this Minio cluster. So I'm going to just go to add, and I'm going to choose Minio, just put Minio in there. Here's the join token and the server address. I'll get from here. Yeah, just going to use the IP. You can see the Wolfnet address. There's the Wolfnet address there. So I'm just going to pop that on there like that, and then do add server. Could not reach the server because that's not valid, is it? Okay, so then it's added there, and now you can see this is the little chap, and you can see it actually hasn't got any LXC containers, virtual machines, and it doesn't have Docker either installed on it. However, yeah, so it is just a little tiny Wolfstack monitor. So it doesn't actually do anything. It's only got one tiny. It's got no memory. It's got hardly anything. Let's see. It's got a mega of RAM. It's got one. It's a tiny little monitor server now. But yeah, so that's that really, guys. So yeah, so you can install it on a 1 meg 1 core VPS. It'll work absolutely fine. And now I might use that for something, but I don't know what. Okay, just continuing with this this installation. So I've basically I've installed it. I've done Wolfstack show token. Now I'm going to just add it quickly to one of the clusters in Wolfstack. So let's go to here, this one here. So what we'll do is we'll just pop it on this Minio cluster. So I'm going to just go to add, and I'm going to choose Minio, just put Minio in there. Here's the join token and the server address. I'll get from here. Yeah, just going to use the IP. You can see the Wolfnet address. There's the Wolfnet address there. So I'm just going to pop that on there like that, and then do add server. Could not reach the server because that's not valid, is it? Okay, so then it's added there, and now you can see this is the little chap, and you can see it actually hasn't got any LXC containers, virtual machines, and it doesn't have Docker either installed on it. However, yeah, so it is just a little tiny Wolfstack monitor. So it doesn't actually do anything. It's only got one tiny. It's got no memory. It's got hardly anything. Let's see. It's got a mega of RAM. It's got one. It's a tiny little monitor server now. But yeah, so that's that really, guys. So yeah, so you can install it on a 1 meg 1 core VPS. It'll work absolutely fine. And now I might use that for something, but I don't know what.